Hi, I'm Jeff Dixon. Welcome to the Dixon on Disney Archives now. That means that this is not the official Disney Archives, and this particular film has nothing to do, is not associated with the Walt Disney Company at all. But this is the Dixon on Disney Archives, meaning these are some things that I have collected, like many Disney fans do, that fuel my fire and ignite my imagination for the things of Disney. Every Disney fan that I know that is a collector has their own kind of brand or specialty, stuff that they really like. I tend to take a broadband approach to that. Anything that hits my radar that's unique or a little bit original, I like. I tend to like those things that have a little bit of a story behind them. I like those things that people have picked out for me and want to share with me. That makes it a lot of fun. And so today, we're going to go and take a look at this item that's here on the shelf. And not real spectacular when you pick it up, but it's just a box. But if you notice the box carefully, it is a box of Disneyland records. Now, you'll remember, long before the days of streaming music, that we had a thing called records. And they were on vinyl. Now, I'm dating myself, but I know I'm dating some of you as well. And some of you are just nodding your head because you used to play records just like I did. The thing that's interesting about this is that this was ordered from the Montgomery Ward's chain as a set, and this is the complete box set. One of the things that makes this a little bit more fun is the fact that this is actually the official complete box set, which is hard to find. You can find the individual albums, but you can't necessarily find them all. Still in the packaging that's there, and this had bonus material in the packaging. This has the Mickey Mouse Club cast photo album. You say, well, why is that important? Well, the Mickey Mouse Club was a big deal. And so here is a photo album that is just loaded with shots from the Mickey Mouse Club, which, of course, you see in reruns and you remember, oh, I was sold. I remember watching this as a kid. I don't really remember the first run of this, but I do remember watching the reruns thinking they were pretty cool. And then a series of albums. Each one comes with an illustrated book inside and a LP album, a long playing record. And so this is Mary Poppins, again, a very familiar title for Disney fans. Brer Rabbit, Brer Bear, and Brer Fox, which is not seen anymore in the Magic Kingdom theme park because they've changed Splash Mountain, but again, from the Disney film Song of the South from years ago. Walt Disney's Cinderella, Story and Songs. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Again, you see the pattern here of 60s Disney films that keep showing up in here. These are songs from Robin Hood a little bit later on in the Disney legacy. It's a Small World. Again, the soundtrack from the ride with pictures inside from the ride itself. Peter Pan, again, Disney classic. Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day. All of those part of this Disneyland record special that came out in the late 60s when it was released. What makes this special to me is two things. One, it was given to me by someone who had read my books and had enjoyed the books and thought that this might be something that I might like in my collection, which the answer was, of course, I would love it. The second piece of it was that this was found when going through a family's estate in some ways. It was something that had been in the family for a number of years that had been long forgotten about, that had been found and recovered. And of course, they recovered it and said, hey, I know a perfect person for this. I'm going to give it to Jeff and see if he wants it, which I do. But the other thing about it is, too, that for me as a kid, long before the days of video, long before the days of being able to watch on-demand or stream any on-demand content, you would hold on to any memory you could any way possible. And one of the ways that Disney figured out to connect with its fans was through these extended play albums that included books with pictures that would grab pieces of the soundtrack, have a narrator, whatever it took. And so this was the closest thing you could get back in the day to a Disney movie in your house. And you couldn't watch it, so you had to imagine it and had to play it out on the screen somewhere inside your head. This became what would ignite the imagination and the memories of kids, where they would long to see more of what Walt Disney had to offer. I guess it begs the question, in your life and in my life, we have the opportunity to encounter people all the time, and I guess when they walk away from the encounter, they've made some type of judgment about you or me. Does it matter what other people think? No. But the challenge for us is to live a life that is intriguing enough, exciting enough, inspirational enough, that when we walk away and we're done meeting someone, that we create within them, one, a feeling of encouragement, that they've been encouraged because they've been near us, a feeling of that they had met someone special because we were able to share the joy that we have within us. But then third, that we touched their life in a way that somehow made their life better. And that they're going to remember, hopefully, for a long time that encounter and look forward to the next time. That would be a great way to leave an impression. These Disney long play records got to extend the impression that was created by those films that were so priceless and so much a part of so many of our childhoods. And so, for me, there's a lot of meaning in this. I don't have a record player anymore, but yet some of these were albums that I had as a kid that were long gone as I grew up and moved away, and houses were sold and things were thrown out. And so they ended up junked somewhere. I am excited about the fact that someone took the time to preserve them, kept it in the packaging, where I can have it. I'm looking forward maybe to listening to them one day if I ever get a record player. But beyond that, it's exciting to know that they still exist, because even in just seeing them and flipping through the books, they ignite those memories again. You leave a legacy. You really do. Don't be afraid to make the lives of those you meet better. And hopefully when you walk away, they'll long to see you again, and they'll hold on to what you say. Until next time, that's it. This edition from the Dixon on Disney Archives.